Hi everybody, it's Patty, and some of you have asked to see the house, our home, so I decided this morning that I would show you a little bit of it. Now this is coming down the hallway. This is what I see every morning when I come out of the master bedroom, looking into the living room. And I'm filming on my iPad, so I hope you don't get dizzy. And I do have some lights on, so there might be a little bit of glare. The light, this house is just dark on the inside. And so we need some lights. So I'm just going to sort of walk in and go over to the front door. You know, I've told you that I now live in the woods on the side of a mountain. Off of a gravel road. You can see the gravel road, and we're at the top of this mountain, and the road goes just a little further, and there's a cul-de-sac, but it's such a steep drop off down there that the lot, there are a couple of lots down there, but they're just not buildable unless you spent a ton of money. And I'm going to pan back around. A picture of us on our wedding day last year. The stairway going up to the loft. And the loft is actually my studio. I'm an artist, and that's where I go when I feel the need to be creative. Maybe one day I'll show you some things that I do. I'm going to pan on up so that you can see the top of the fireplace. So, really pretty piece of stained glass. You can see I've been working at my computer, and my husband had the atlas out last night. We're planning a road trip this coming summer out to the Grand Canyon, and we're going to Santa Fe and New Mexico and up into Arizona. So I'm just going to sort of circle around. An old coffee table, and underneath it is our third member of our family's bed. You really can't see it, it's dark. You can see some of her toys. And I'll show you Bagel. This is Bagel. Bagel is a long-haired dachshund. Hi, Bagel. Hi, Bagel. She's taking her morning nap. Can you look up? I said, I don't think so. Just leave me alone. She's about 7 years old, and she's a pretty sweet girl. I do knit. Oh, there she is. Hi. Hello. Hi, sweet girl. I knit, and this is a throw that I knitted. It's very big. You can tell Bagel likes it. My husband is an avid fly fisherman, and this is where his little area where he ties his fishing lures, and he has some books there, and then we have a wet bar that obviously needs to be straightened up. Coming back around, the fireplace mantel is always changing. I'm always rearranging and replacing, and so that's that. Something that's really neat is this piece of wood that is the mantel. I know you can't read the brass sign, but this piece of wood came from an old farmhouse from Mississippi that dates back to the early 1800s. So that's sort of neat. This is the end of the fireplace. More fishing stuff. Little bar stools. Coming into the kitchen. I think I told you that although I can cook, my husband is a wonderful cook. He does about 99% of the cooking and actually plans all of our meals. And we were in Cabo on our honeymoon this past year, and he came across this little plaque and purchased it and hung it here over the range as soon as he got home. Looking into the mudroom. We go to Florida a couple of times a year. I picked this little towel up, I think time before last. We love Seagrove. A little cabinet with cookbooks. And then you can see out onto the deck. And in the summertime, spring, summer, fall, it is just to die for beautiful out here. All of the trees leaf out and wonderful shade. We have tons of perennial plants that are usually on this deck. We have them in the basement wintering over right now. We have a big bay tree, and we did manage to save a lot of the annuals there in the garage, and we thought we would just see if they would winter over. And do you know, because the winter has been so mild, they're doing okay. We may be able to save some. You can see the Dalmatians. Here's another one. Dalmatians, the Dachshunds, I'm sorry. There's the other one. He's sort of funny looking. All of our cushions are in the basement. Coming back in, this is the Hutch. Sort of dark. And I know this looks familiar because this is generally where I film my videos. This light coming through these windows tends to be the best light in the house. Oh, and this is an old table. And coming on around, another piece of art that I think is pretty neat. And the one thing in the house that or probably the only thing that I have a real problem with is this. I've told you that I'm a very strict vegetarian, and not for health reasons, but out of compassion. So I knew I would have trouble with this, but you know what? My husband has had it for so many years, and I just decided that I was going to try to live with it, and I pretend it's not there. I play a little mind game with myself, and that just is not even there. I think most of the time I don't see it at all. And coming on around, this is a little wind chime that our grandchildren gave us for Christmas, one of our grandchildren. It's a long-haired dachshund, and I didn't want to hang it out in the wintertime, so I just found this hook and hung it, but it'll go outside this summer. I would consider this whole front part of the house to be very lodgy. However, I think it's also very eclectic. I mean, look at this piece on the coffee table. That's glass, and if you hold it up, you can see through it. That was a wedding gift. We just purchased that lamp, and I think that's very probably French country. This urn on the fireplace is definitely French country. And we have Oriental rugs throughout the house. So I think it's very eclectic. What's funny, too, is that my condominium that I'd had for years before I married and moved here is very feminine. It's pink. And not frilly, not lacy, not country, but I would say very romantic. And my husband did tell me that I could change anything I wanted to here, do whatever. And I've changed a few things, but it's almost like the longer I live here, the more comfortable it becomes. This is a very easy house to live in. It's not fussy. It's just very livable, very comfortable. Going back down. Oh, I was going to show you this piece of art. Can you see it? We just got this not long ago. but it's dogs. Is that not too cute? And then I am going to start doing quite a bit here before long to the whole back part of the house. We have 3 bathrooms, and I'm going to be redoing all of those and doing some things in the 2 guest rooms, and I'm going to completely redo the master bedroom, which you can sort of see our bed there. So that's it. This is where I live. I hope you've enjoyed it. I tell you, I love seeing pictures and videos of your homes. You know, we're just one big happy family here, I think, on YouTube, and the beauty channel especially. And, you know, it's nice to see where we all live, and I love watching your videos. So I hope that you'll share more of those with us. Take the camera and film where you live. We get to know each other better, I think, when we can see where we live. So that's it. I hope you enjoyed it. I appreciate you watching. I appreciate you subscribing. I'd love to read your comments. And I will see you next time. Bye-bye.